Hi guys, welcome to another video with the FPL Way. My name is Ray, and before we get started, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe as I now analyze Mr. Nicolas Jackson. So, what do you know about Nicolas Jackson? Well, last season was pretty impressive considering Villarreal did not really perform that well in La Liga. In 26 appearances, 12 goals, 4 assists, expected goals of 8, expected assisted goals of 3.3, so he very, very well outperformed his stats. If you look at per 90, his XG and XAG added together was 0.64, and his non-penalty XG was 0.45 because he didn't take a penalty at all. Good statistics considering the kind of team that Villarreal were last season, kind of, languishing around mid-table. And going into this season, last season, sorry, his heat maps are quite interesting. So he only started 16 of 26 games. And the real intriguing thing about it, as a man who loves heat maps, is he was very comfortable being incorporated in different positions during the games. You'll see the red areas. This is through SofaScore. He did not really mind dropping deep, getting into the wide positions when necessary, and obviously more of a team player at just 22 years old. Bags of energy, good pace, attacking rating of 75, technical rating of 64, creativity of 59. So he's probably more of a player that's looked at to either link up or pretty much finish finish the aspects of the game as well, which is totally understandable considering the price that they spent on him. So if you go to Chelsea's preseason, very, very impressive stats. £32 million, as I mentioned earlier, is in 3 appearances, 3 goals, 2 assists. And I'll be digging a little bit deeper into the performances and some of the moves that I saw during the game, which is why he's an asset that we should all consider. So if I go to his performance versus Brighton, one of the things that you'll notice is kind of the deep position he took, something that Chelsea don't really have at the moment, especially if they sell Lukaku. Jackson is very comfortable at bringing the ball in deep or receiving it deep, holding it up and then laying it off. And in this example, that's what he did for the fantastic goal that Mudryk scored, is he received the ball from a deep area, with the touch was able to actually swerve, create a decoy, which allowed Mudryk to volley in. Another fantastic example of this was the actual second goal as well. Got the ball deep once again. Once he played it, he straight away accelerated and penetrated into the area as well, which allowed him to create chaos in that defense, which eventually led in the second Chelsea goal as well. So these are different aspects that should really excite us as well, is that he's very comfortable at picking up the ball deep to get involved with the play. But he's more than just that, because in one of the 2 goals I'm going to show you, is that he makes that fantastic late runs off the shoulder and uses his excellent athleticism and pace to accelerate past the defenders. And that's exactly what he did. The ball was picked up in midfield. He straight away made that run, got into the position and finished very, very well. And he did the exact same in the game versus Newcastle recently. Once again, off the shoulder running, ran into the space, and then finished brilliantly against Newcastle. Very, very exciting things, because he seems to be a striker who can do the link up work and also do that off the shoulder running as well, because with the momentum that he'll gather, he's always going to be very, very difficult to catch for defenders, and someone who seems to play the line very, very well. How can I see him actually being adopted in Chelsea's lineup? Well, I see a 4-2-3-1. I think the defense kind of speaks for itself. I think Cole will have that space, whilst Fofana and Badiashile are kind of out at the moment. I think they will likely look to get another CDM. I'm thinking Caicedo will be that player. At the moment, I put Santos there, but I think that front four will pretty much be what they start the season with. I think Sterling, Nkunku, and Mudryk will play behind Jackson. I can't personally see Nkunku leading the line, because it's not something that he's really optimized in. He usually plays well as a second striker or number 10. I think that's what they'll do once again. And I think Jackson's a player who probably is a more natural fit as a striker. And I think that kind of transitions well into him as an FPL option. So at the moment, only 2.4% owned, just 7 million. After his recent performances, I do expect that to go up. I actually added that picture of Nicolas Jackson as well, because FPL still have a cutout, which is ridiculous, but I'm sure they'll fix that soon. You're welcome, FPL. But with the fixtures that they have, I definitely think he's an exciting prospect. Liverpool have not really been that solid defensively, probably for a couple of seasons now. I think that they will create opportunities against Liverpool, and I think if Jackson's playing, he's going to be the guy who's going to be around that position to, you know, convert those opportunities. West Ham away, similarly, and then after that, they have just wonderful fixtures. You know, Luton, Nottingham Forest, away to Bournemouth. These are fixtures where Chelsea assets could. I think a lot of people are going to jump onto Chelsea assets, especially if you're looking to downgrade someone like Jesus or Martinelli. You could look at the likes of Sterling, Mudryk, Jackson, and Kunku. You know, these are guys that we're going to be looking at, let alone their defensive assets. Now, what does Drafthound say? One of our partners. So I have fitted him into a 3-4-3. I know the consensus has been 3-5-2 being the most template and popular formation, but I thought 3-4-3 is a little bit of fun here. Can easily fit him in and still have 0.5 in the bank. I'll just read it out. Onana, Gabriel, Estupiñán, and Trent. Embuemo, Mitoma, Rashford, Saka. Haaland, Jesus, and Jackson. Areola, Henry, Kabore, and Nakamba on the bench. Still have 0.5 in the bank as well. So, you know, if you think that Jackson's not performing well, you can always upgrade him. Can always obviously take him down as well. But I talk about upgrade because potentially someone like Darwin Núñez is performing. At the moment, Draftland don't really have him high on the projected points, but I do expect that to change, especially if he plays the next couple of games. They have 2 more preseason games against Fulham and Dortmund, respectively, until the season starts. And I think Nicolas Jackson is a player that, you know, people start to board that train. I think he's an excellent player. I think he offers something Chelsea don't currently have at the moment. You know, he's good with the hold-up play, good with linking up, and also very electric as well, especially with those short bursts. When you look at, once again, the off-the-shoulder running, which is something that central defenders hate. And it really was a brief kind of video breakdown. Didn't want it to be too overbearing and too much into the stats and stuff like that. Just a nice little overview of what I see with Nicolas Jackson. I think the Senegal player is going to be someone that we're really going to look out for. I think he's fantastic value. He's potentially a player that you could bring in and keep for until game week 9, game week 10, when the fixtures start to get tough again. So I hope you enjoyed that. On YouTube, just search the FPL Way. Like I said before, please like, share, and subscribe. And also on Twitter at the FPL Way. You'll find us putting out threads, graphics, more videos like this, hopefully, if this does well. And also, please make sure to follow myself at Ray_Cure. Thank you once again for your time, guys, and good luck planning. Cheers.